One day, Bart, head of our studio, came into the office and said magic words. Archon Studio called and they want to paint some models. New models. And I already know that we will go heavy. In this update we will be looking at Terran Siege Tanks and Zerg Ravagers, which are artillery units, and the Protoss Immortals war machines. It was well known that these will be coming to the StarCraft tabletop miniatures game. Archon Studio showed them in an AMA roadmap before the start of the pre-orders. In the original roadmap, shipping was planned to end in May, and at the time of recording, these are still going. So obviously the new models expected in June are arriving later as well. In the meantime, Archon Studio commissioned these new models to paint in our studio for the official launch, and thus they are here now. Let's take a closer look at the painting process and at the models in detail. First up, Terran Siege Tank. This is more of a fortress weighing over 60 tons. But Terrans knew the static defense often fail, so they built a tank that can lock down when needed and become a heavy artillery emplacement anywhere on the battlefield. Archon decided to make a siege tank model based on Crucio variant. In tank mode, it's equipped in two 90mm plasma cannons, yet the true might of the Crucio lies in its siege mode. On activation, the twin plasma cannons become the dreaded 180mm shock cannon. Next, let's look at Zerg Ravager. It's basically a biological artillery/mortar. The Ravager is the result of years of fine-tuning the genome of the roach. It stands up to 4 times taller than a Terran in full CMC armor. It shows heavy corrosive bile at large distances, which has also representation on the model in form of clear plastic elements. These are also blended in the model itself, and treated properly with washes and inks can look awesome. Now let's check the Protoss Immortal. It's a walking cybernetic sarcophagus built to preserve crippled veteran Templars so they can keep fighting. Sounds familiar? The pilot is suspended in a sterile nutrient solution filled with microscopic machines that regulate their biological functions. They use twin-phase disruptors to punch holes in heavy armor. Immortals are also equipped with energy shields, represented on a model with clear plastic elements. Additionally, there is one more miniature in this update, which is Zeratul. Wait a minute, wasn't there a Zeratul miniature already in the main launch? Yes, but that was promo miniature, available only on events and during the Founders Edition pre-orders. In this update we will receive a normal Zeratul miniature. So these models look big, and actually they are, but how do they look next to the already existing miniatures? Let's find out. Here is a Gym Rhino, next to the Siege Tank. Next Kerrigan, standing next to the Ravager. And to push it even further, here is Immortal standing next to the Night Swarm. Is the scale right? In my opinion, looking at the miniatures and StarCraft lore, no, but there is a bigger reason to that. It will be very hard to contain bigger models on the existing tabletop. And if this is not a problem with this update, because you can put many siege tanks or immortals on the tabletop and it won't feel cluttered, but let's remember that there are way bigger units in the StarCraft universe. For example, I do believe Archon Studio will try to implement let's say Ultralisks or Colossuses, to the tabletop. And right now they need to scale existing waves, existing models accordingly, so the bigger models wouldn't look off. So even if the scale of the models doesn't exactly match the true scale of the units, in my book it's still okay, because I wouldn't sacrifice gameplay just only for the sake to put a huge Ultralisk or Colossus on the tabletop. Archon Studio trusted our team with those models, and me personally, I really love how this turned out. Remember that we can paint these models also for you. Huge sci-fi hulls and big monsters take a lot of time, skill and patience. And if you have to manage work, family life and other daily responsibilities, you need to accept the fact that you won't have your models painted, or it will take ages to paint them to a certain standard. That's where we come in. We can handle the painting so you can focus on playing. Link to the commission form is in the description. Go there and tell us your vision for your models. If you're still watching, thank you for spending this time with us. I hope you liked our models and the short showcase of the StarCraft tabletop miniature game New Wave of Miniatures. You can share your thoughts in the comments below and I will personally respond to all of them. That's it for this video for now. Thanks for watching again. See you on the next one. Bye!